You're working out, you're eating clean, you're doing everything right, but your body isn't changing. And here's the part that no one tells you. You might actually be making it worse. Not because you're lazy or because you lack discipline, but because you're suffering from circadian dysfunction. This simply means your body is out of rhythm. Most people think if I just try harder, then eventually it'll work. But that's exactly what is keeping you stuck. Because if your circadian rhythm is off, your body will literally resist fat loss. Here's how you know if this is happening to you. You wake up tired, you rely on caffeine just to feel normal. You're not that hungry in the morning, but at night you feel like you can eat everything. Your workouts feel inconsistent. Some days you feel strong, and then other days you feel completely flat. And fat loss, it doesn't just slow, it almost shuts off completely. And here's where most people make this even worse. They look at this and they think, I just need more discipline. So they eat cleaner, train harder, and push more. But the harder they push, the more their body pushes back. This isn't random. Your body is completely out of sync with how it's designed to function. And this is the part that no one talks about. It doesn't just matter what you eat. It matters when you eat. Your circadian rhythm controls energy, hunger, insulin sensitivity, fat burn, and recovery. So when this rhythm is off, your entire system becomes inefficient. And this is where it gets frustrating. You can be doing everything right, checking every box and staying consistent, and still look exactly the same. This is why your results stopped. Your body isn't aligned. I had a client named Nick. He was eating perfectly, training hard, doing everything right. But due to a busy schedule, he's getting most of his calories in late at night. We changed one thing: timing. We didn't severely cut back on calories or change the training regimen. And within 6 weeks, he dropped 20 pounds. Same effort, different result. Now I'm gonna break down what's actually keeping you from seeing results like this. Number one, fat loss has slowed down or completely stopped. When your rhythm is off, your body doesn't just burn fat slower. It becomes resistant to burning fat at all. Cortisol stays elevated, stress stays high. So instead of releasing fat, your body holds on to it. And here's the biggest mistake that most people make when they're in this situation. They think, I need to eat less. So they severely undereat, overtrain, and continue to push harder and harder, only increasing stress more and more, and this just makes fat loss even harder. Number two is insulin sensitivity. Your body handles carbs differently depending on the time of day. Earlier in the day, your body is primed to use them. Later in the day, your body's more likely to store them. Literally no one in my space talks about this. The same exact meal can either move you closer towards fat loss or push you further away based solely on timing. So if most of your calories are coming at night, you're fighting your biology. And problem number three is muscle growth. No recovery equals no growth. And when your rhythm is off, recovery completely breaks down. Poor sleep leads to poor recovery leads to no adaptation, and no adaptation leads to no muscle gain. So now you're lifting, pushing, showing up, but your body has no reason to change. This is why your results stopped. Not because you're not working hard, but because your body isn't responding. However, fear not, all is not lost. I have 4 simple solutions that you can implement today to start seeing changes as soon as this week. Solution number 1 is my 3-2-1 eating method. Guys, listen, your body is wired to use energy earlier in the day. So instead of skipping breakfast, eating light all day, and then overeating at night, you just flip it. The 3 represents 30%. That's 30% of your daily caloric intake at breakfast, 30% at lunchtime. The 2 represents 20% of your daily caloric intake, which is what you should be getting at dinner time, your last meal of the day. The 1 represents 10%. Now this can be misleading, but that 10% is actually 20% because the remaining 20% is split between 2 snacks, 10% between your breakfast and lunch, and another 10% between your lunch and dinner. Now listen, don't make this mistake that most people do. They think carbs are the problem. They cut carbs or they go low carb and their energy completely crashes along with their metabolism. Listen, carbs are not the problem. Your body needs carbs, but it needs them at the right time. We eat most of them earlier in the day for fuel and for exercise performance. If you wait too late to eat most of them, this is gonna lead to more fat storage and sluggishness. Remember, same food can lead to completely different outcomes based on timing. Also, eating this way is going to ensure you don't have blood sugar spikes and drops. This will help you avoid those late night sugar cravings, and due to better blood sugar control, your insulin sensitivity increases, weight will melt off. Now, solution number 2 is my 3-2-1 sleep protocol. And yes, it has the same name as the eating protocol, but obviously means very different things. Sleep is the principal thing, not protein, which is what most fitness influencers push, not your exercise, sleep. If your sleep is off, everything is off, and nothing else you do will even matter. So we structure it. 3 hours before bed, no heavy eating, and if you can, try to stop eating completely. 2 hours before bed, we cut out all liquids, and this includes water. 1 hour before bed, we cut out all screens, TVs, and phones. You may be thinking, why is all this important? What most don't understand is when your body is digesting or metabolizing food and drink, or if you go to bed with blue light, this tricks your body into thinking that you're not actually asleep. When your body doesn't go into deep REM sleep, your organs, your brain don't recover the way that they're supposed to. This leads to dysfunction in your body, which leads to dysfunction in your eating and your lifestyle, which ultimately leads to excessive weight gain, mood swings, bad focus, and brain fog. Once again, no one in my space really talks about this, but sleep isn't just recovery. It's when your body resets its entire system. If this reset doesn't happen, you wake up already behind. Now, solution 3 is strength training and the failure philosophy. Most people avoid failure, and that's the problem. Most people stop right when it gets uncomfortable. They never push to the point where adaptation is required. You need to change the way you see failure. Failure is the signal. That's what tells your body we need to change. If you never reach that point, you never force your body to respond. And we can sum this up with this simple phrase. Your body doesn't change because you want it to. It changes because it has to. So your training should push close to failure, create real tension, and demand adaptation. That is how you build muscle. Progression through one or all three of these ways. We increase weight over time, we increase reps over time, and or we change the tempo. And by tempo, that means the pace at which we do a rep, whether it's a hold, whether it's slow or whether it's fast. Now, the fourth and final solution is dealing with recovery and inflammation. Recovery matters just as much, if not more, than actual training. And this is where a lot of people quietly sabotage themselves. Your nutrition, your training, and your sleep can be on point. But if your body is inflamed, progress almost shuts off completely. And it's because inflammation creates resistance. Your body doesn't recover as well. It doesn't respond to training the same way. And it doesn't use nutrients as efficiently. So now everything you're doing becomes less effective. And here's a common misconception that most people have about inflammation. They think it only pertains to injuries or soreness. And it doesn't. It happens internally from poor sleep, poor time, chronic stress, and of course, how you're feeling your body. So part of getting your body back in alignment is reducing that internal resistance. And this doesn't mean doing anything extreme. It's actually quite the opposite. It's simple things done consistently over time. Even small additions like ginger, turmeric, berries, dark leafy greens, and high quality animal and plant fats like beef, fish, and olive oil and avocado. They help your body calm down, reduce stress internally, and actually respond to the work that you're putting in. And I actually put a free cheat sheet in the description below with some great anti-inflammatory drinks and beverages that you can make and have all throughout your day that will help you get rid of this inflammation. If that'll be helpful for you, just check out the description. But guys, this is why your results stopped. It's not because you're not working hard enough. Your body is just simply out of alignment. When you fix the dysfunction, everything starts to shift. Your recovery improves, your energy stabilizes, your workouts feel better, and your body finally starts doing what it's supposed to do. Now, I've attached plenty of helpful tips and guides in this description, but if you're someone who's tried millions of things and are extremely skeptical, and you're operating below your potential, that's exactly why I built my community called the Top 1%. This is for people who don't want guesswork, don't want surface level advice, and want their body looking at its best and operating at its highest level. Inside my community, we build you an eating structure, a training system, and a recovery protocol so your body starts actually working the way it's supposed to. If that's you, you can find the link below. And if you have any questions about what I discussed in this video, make sure to leave a comment below so I can answer you directly. And if this was helpful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss more helpful content like this. I'll see y'all in the next video.